listen to that. What I was just going to introduce us, but what's going on here? Hold on a second, folks. We'll get this all sorted. Hold on. There we go. Now it looks like we're proper. Oh, wow. I guess it is Halloween, everybody. Check this shit out. All right. Welcome to Pub Chat. We're the Shills, everybody. Happy Halloween. Oh, yeah. You knew we had to do something, right? So let's see who we got. A lot of people with us. Let's see what's going on. And up in the tree, looking happy as ever with a nice glass of suds, Jutmonkthedrunk Monkey. How you doing, buddy?
I'm fucking sound, bro. Absolutely buzzing again.
Awesome. Ready for some Halloween fun, man?
Yeah, man. Too right. Fucking love a bit of Halloween. I love a good Halloween party. For sure, man.
Awesome. Yeah, we got some cool Halloween style vids too, so we're all ready for this. Absolutely. And somebody who might be sad we're not in the pub tonight, the Sarcastic Barman. How's it going, buddy?
Good evening, Squire. Yeah, I'm all good. Just depressed at how stupid some of my guests can be and not knowing quiz questions. Good God.
What happened?
We'll put it to the guests in the comments and chat and things like that. The Leslie Nielsen film Airplane. If I said, Shirley, don't call me Shirley, what's the line before that? What was he answering? And I bet you they'll get it. But while they're thinking of that, I'll say, yay, it's almost the weekend. Yay, live music in the pub. Yay, 4 fucking days off. Fuck my life. I am over the goddamn moon at this fact.
Holy, what? Oh, yeah, I'm not sure that's ever happened. That's amazing. What are you going to do?
Taking the wife on a 4-day dirty escape and just chillax, have room service, have breakfast cooked for us by somebody else for once. It's our 3-year wedding anniversary. I cannot wait. And yay, people in the chat got it. Surely you can't be serious.
Exactly. Awesome. Everybody knows. See, well, you know, you did the right thing. You had it. They didn't. What are you gonna do, right? And we got Aimee Hogan with us tonight. Aimee, how's it going over your way?
It's great, thank you. How are you?
Oh, good. Ready for some Halloween fun?
Absolutely, we are ready. And thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. I appreciate that.
All right, cool. Good shout, too. Awesome. And Tattie-Bogle, production wizard. How's it going, man? Oh, did I catch him off guard?
Good evening.
How's it going?
Yes, you did catch me off guard. The mute buttons are an absolute git. However, I laugh in the face of such things. Oh, going good.
Awesome. So he's got some toys in order, we hear, as well. Excellent. Right on, man. Ready for some Halloween fun then, I take it.
Oh, looking forward to this immensely, man.
All
what
right.
A fantastic bunch we've got in the night, man.
Oh,
really
yeah.
looking forward to what we've got to see about this video.
Yeah, got a definite stacked house going here. Very cool. So let's get to our guests. We got Blue Earth Thing. How's it going, man? Ready for some Halloween fun your way?
Definitely. If the weather ever clears up around here, it's freaking 45 degrees. It's cold.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's cold for the first time all this whole fall winter season. So everyone's unprepared. But yeah. I'm ready for Halloween. I'm ready to just sit in the house and do nothing and go to no parties and only hang out with you guys.
Yay! All right. Loving
friends.
it. Excellent. That's the same here, buddy. So we're loving it. Right on. And we got Mr. Sensible. How's it going, man? Is he there? Hello? Come on, it's Halloween and we need some sensible superhero rip it open action. Here he is. How's it going? Oh, is he not there? I think he's there.
Oh no!
I don't know. We're gonna give him a second. Yeah, we're gonna give him a second to figure it out, and we're gonna switch over and check with 1 minute debunk. How's it going, man? Are you there?
I am here. I believe I am here.
Excellent. How's things, man?
Things are good. I'm, of course, terrified out of my mind because it's Halloween, the scariest time of year.
Yeah, it's it could get out of control. Who knows? We got some good stuff lined up with a great video that could be a little bit on the edge. We're hoping. So that's good.
Terrifying. Terrifying.
Yeah, we'll see how we go here. And I think we got Mr. Sensible back in. Let's see. Hey, buddy, are you there now?
I am, if you can hear me now.
Oh yeah, we do indeed. Awesome. How's it
thank
going?
goodness.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, fine, thanks. Sorry about all the technical difficulties, and sorry for causing everybody a delay.
Oh, no worries, no worries. All good, absolutely. So, ready for some Halloween fun here?
You betcha.
Okay, cool. Right on. So, speaking of Halloween and fun and all that, we are waiting on the good Sir Knight Ragical. He will be popping in a minute. He had a little technical issue, and since we had already had a couple, we figured we better just get on with it. So, anybody spot anything cool or crazy or unreal or flabbergasting in the world of flurfia and other pseudoscience lately? Let's go around and see what everybody's been stumble upon. Who's got a story for us?
Oh, I did the wrong thing. I clicked on blinking trans investigations. I thought, should we do a video on that? No. Just no, because these people they're trying to say Dwayne The Rock Johnson's a woman. Like, you can't be fucking serious. But yeah, apparently Dwayne The Rock Johnson is a woman.
Wow.
I want to go say that to his face.
Well, apparently, Cristiano Ronaldo is a woman as well. Only one of the greatest footballers on the planet, who is an absolute top athlete at the peak of his game, who is better than most of the men on the planet. So how the fuck can he be a woman?
It was more amusing when he was doing women who are actually men. I was like, what the hell? These like Playboy models.
And I'd like to say, ladies, that is in no way sexist, but men are physically stronger and generally, faster on the pitch and when they kick the ball harder, so that's why men and women don't compete in sports like that. So
yeah, well,
how the fuck can Cristiano Ronaldo be a woman?
I think you need to tackle Tara, what's his name, like Right the Hand did.
Tara, what's his name? I don't know, you've lost me now, pal.
You're going to get a tap out.
The good Sir Knight has joined us. Ragical, welcome to the party. How you doing tonight, man? How's things?
Well, my computer is on fire and I'm trying to extinguish it. No, it actually works again. So the 1080 for the win GeForce card is not dead. It still works. But
nice.
I did disconnect it. Yeah.
Ragical, I can come round and urinate on your computer if it's on fire.
You think that'll help?
It'll certainly put the fire out.
But then it will be smelly, right?
Actually, your Wii probably won't put out the fire, Monkey. You drink that much alcohol, I can see your piss catching fire, mate.
You could be right there.
We got a flamethrower there, right?
Yeah.
We got a few comments maybe from the guests there, Aimee?
We do.
The viewers, yeah.
Yes, we do. Brenda Von Ossen says Blue Earth Marble has a good video about Nathan Up. And then for Jut, Conspiracy Cat says Ronaldo is a poor man's Mark Atkins. And Phil Blacka says swimming pools have currents. Nathan Thompson, 2019.
I tend to call the new Ronaldo the fake Ronaldo because he's not the original one.
Is he just a pretend one?
Yeah, there's an original one from Brazil. That's the real Ronaldo.
Yeah, that is the phenomenon, isn't it? El Fenomenino, whatever it is.
Oh man, that guy knew how to kick around the ball.
Oh, he was pretty good, wasn't he?
He was good with his balls.
He had a shit haircut though.
Yeah, that's right.
We got a super chat in from Christ Puncher. $5 Canadian. Thanks, buddy. Hi, Reg, with big smiley face.
Oh no, he's following me again.
Yeah, you know what's going on now. You got your stalker. And before we went live, actually, we had a super chat come in from James Collins, £2. Love the show. And then he posted after in the chat he'll have to watch later. So I think he was kind of busy or something. But thanks, James. That's awesome, man. Right on. Really appreciate it. Yeah. So sorry I cut in there, but you know I had to. Wasn't Ragical just going to tell somebody off or something, or am I just doing wishful thinking?
Oh no,
He's
no.
probably gonna tell
It's
someone
that
off.
Christ puncher who's constantly following me. It's a really scary thing because he knows where I am at all times somehow. Somehow he managed to get a tracking device on my armor somewhere. So you know, that's scary.
I heard that he's been going golfing with that brainy beaver, and that to me sounds like they were out there doing a business deal. And I think he's following you under payment from brainy beaver. What do you think of that?
Well, I'll have to send out my my facepalm cannons because you know he still has that anti-defense system, right? I can't get past it. I can't bomb the beaver dam. He keeps firing snowmen at me.
It is a very comical back and forth. I love it, but you know somebody is going to get it. You never know. You know, so far it's the chicken that loses out in the end, but it's going to get worse.
I say that foghorn leghorn guy. Oh my god, that's just so funny.
Yeah, that was awesome. Anybody else find anything cool and funny in their surfing through the pseudoscience mayhem that we call food?
I found something weird. I was looking at some alternative medicine, like crystal healing stuff, and I found people selling cinnabar healing crystals. Cinnabar is a source of mercury, and more importantly, dimethyl mercury, which is pretty much one of the worst substances there is. It will kill you very slowly, and it will hurt the whole time it's happening. So yeah, they were like, yeah, there's healing crystals, and this little warning at the bottom of the page, like, yeah, wash your hands after touching it. May contain mercury.
Oh my god!
It's just mind blowing.
Holy! Wash your hands after handling, but take 3 a day.
I don't. I think it's just a sort you sort of put it on your body or near your bedside table or something and say a chant or something. But it's madness. And it's dangerous.
Wow, that's very dangerous. Holy, yeah, monkey.
Jay Sherman in the chat says he is egging Ragical's castle while he's busy with us.
Well, you gotta be careful because Reggie Rex is also roaming the fields, also trick or treating, and you know.
What about Ragical? Is she about?
Yeah, Ragical has actually a new costume. She was doing the ghost thing, right? But she made a new costume, and in my next video, she's gonna appear.
So. Oh, okay. Well, she's gonna appear on my video eventually. Down to it, just being so busy.
Yeah, it's. I mean, she told me about it as well. I mean, I speak fluent cow, right? Meh.
Yeah, I'm learning. I'm learning.
No.
Del taught me everything I know about.
Fucking hell.
Fucking no chance.
Don't you mean fucking Del?
Anyway.
No.
We get so easily distracted here, don't we?
Oh, too funny. So I wonder, you know.
Yeah, I was expecting Michael Jackson to come in.
Yeah. That was a good one. We need it. What other ones are queued up there? Tatty, got any other ones before we go video out here? Should we play with the toy?
I have to say something about this though, because it started out as a fart and ended in a door opening. So
that's what I thought.
Yeah. Did you open up a door while farting?
Yeah, because that's what I thought too. It sounded like a real squeaky cracker.
It's a special trick I've got for Halloween.
Oh, right
Here we
on.
go. Have a wee chill about. Here we go.
No, now we know that one.
That's brother, right?
Yeah, no, that backwards talking was the official prayer of the Illuminati Mason group that run everything, but it was run backwards so that we won't turn into, lizard people and take over the world.
Well,
So,
not
you know.
this. I've heard that one.
Hmm.
Mine are better.
So
Can do this.
I wonder if we shouldn't cue up our ghastly little video and have a little peek at some real stupid,
Oh, yeah.
Spooky.
right? Yeah.
Definitely.
So what do you think there, Tatty? Shall we I don't even know what to say for this one. We got ghost stories. Is that a good way to introduce it? We got ghost stories. That sounds about right, eh? Yeah.
We'll say we've got scary ghost videos.
Do you know what?
Very haunted places.
I mean, I believe in ghosts about as much as I believe the Earth is flat, right? But we've all got a fucking ghost story. I have. Even though it's bollocks. Yeah, man. It's bollocks. My mum thinks it's real. I think it's bollocks. But we'll talk
Interesting.
About that. Yeah,
we'll
we'll come to that.
Yeah, we could. Well, we could get to it after. I just got a note. I got a note in the green room from Anti-Flatter, who's not on the show today. He says, "Remember, people, no saying penis." Well, Anti-Flatter, why can't I say penis? What's wrong with saying
just said
penis?
it anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I did say penis. Oh, jeez. Oh, I did it again.
Did you just say penis?
Do you know what you
What
are?
did you say penis?
Ragical, I think he said penis. He definitely said penis.
Yeah, I
I'll
know,
tell you
right?
what, Dick is a penis.
Hey? Yeah, I mean, my name's worse, isn't it?
Yeah, Dick Penis. That's why every time someone says your name, they get timed out or held for review by YouTube.
I know. It got Simon Dan during Katz's stream. He put, "Hi, Dick." Boom, held for review. I'm like, he's just being friendly, man. What the hell?
People can't be named Richard anymore.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Apparently not.
Well, it's a good job.
That, by the way.
It's a good job you don't live in Scunthorpe.
Yeah, try Googling that.
Yeah, man.
I live down the road from the three top inn.
There's a little town over here called Sex Beer Rum. So
Really?
it's literally called that.
Good name.
Is that what Amsterdam translates
Also,
into?
good night.
No, it's
Yeah,
actually a tiny town.
Yeah, the town of Rectum has a highway right up the center, so you can always just blast up the Rectum and go right through.
Oh, no.
God. Should we get on with this video then?
Yeah, video.
Get on with the ghost stories.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Get out. YouTube user Veronica Shannon says that she has been experiencing a terrifying haunting in her apartment. After hearing and seeing strange things around her home, she installed multiple security cameras. Things start out simply enough. Her cameras pick up some strange light anomalies and a few odd sounds.
They're saying it's really quiet.
Oh, pause, Tatty.
Pause. Yeah, I was going to say pause.
Yeah, Boo Earth thing's in. Yo, Boo. Did we lose him?
Blue?
Blue.
Sorry, I had
On
my
a
mic.
side
muted.
note-
had my mic muted. Sorry about that. No,
Cool.
a like lint just going across the camera. That's so bad. That's not even what a ghostly orb is supposed to look like in the first place. It's not even close.
Do you know what I reckon? Carol, sorry.
Yeah, if you watch any kind of ghost hunting show or anything like that, or even if you know any slight thing about reviewing ghost hunting footage, that is one of the first things you knock out are little pieces of flint going across the camera and in the air and pieces of dust and stuff like that. A ghostly orb is somewhat transparent and moved not in a straight line. They can't get that right.
You said it all, bro.
I'm wondering why they've got these CCTV cameras set up in the middle of the night and the TV is on.
Oh, the ghost turned it on.
Oh, cool. That explains it.
You got a poltergeist there.
Yeah, Ghost didn't want to miss the game, man.
No, someone turned it on with a microphone. Remote control. It's bollocks.
I can explain one part.
Oh, go on then.
If you look closely, actually, one of the ghosts was just a baby.
Is it crawling?
Dragging a blanket.
Yeah, it looks like a ghost. Actually, just a baby.
Yeah, it's just a malnourished child.
The one with the light on the wall.
Yeah, the light on the wall, that's a car passing by.
That's a car, yeah.
Yeah, it's obviously a car passing by with headlights.
Yep.
This is basic 101 debunking ghost hunting. That's what this is.
It's probably the baby driving the car.
They're Mormons. They don't have cars.
The baby's popped down the shops in the car. It's a bloody good thing they brought
a talented baby.
Oh, brilliant, man.
All right.
It's not going to get served if it was out alcohol.
Maybe it's got a fake ID.
You never know. She'd get away with it in Scotland, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
As long as you can hold a cup.
Yeah.
Technically, the baby ghost is 112 years old because it died fucking shitloads ago. It died in, what would that be, 1907, so it's old enough to buy booze by now. It just still looks like a baby. Don't judge people on the way they look. Oh my god, have we taught people nothing?
Very good, barman.
The baby ghost is a lightweight. The booze just goes right through it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I like it, man.
Dead 111 years, for fuck's sake. Just give me a fucking vodka.
Rum.
Too funny.
Yes, rum.
Granny Jen says in the chat, ectoplasm is an excellent organic lubricant.
Oh.
Awesome.
Aimee,
Learn something every day.
Yes, I had a few comments here too that were really funny. Why is the tin can floating? Is Ragical a blimp? Ugly German Truth says, and and for the door opening, Ugly German Truth also said, "Can't you take something against that level of flatulence?" And he also said, "Dick Dawson, are you cosplaying as Nibiru tonight? Second planet in the sky." And Aaron Masta says, "For Ragical, how was Ragical? What was her Halloween costume?"
Well, she has a ghostly costume, and now she has another costume, which you just have to wait for the next video.
Oh, cool.
Also,
Yeah.
speaking of
Awesome.
flatulence, why do you think I'm floating?
Yeah.
I'm hovering at a really odd location for Dick and Kiri here, but you know.
Yeah,
Enjoy.
Standing in the shoulders of giants.
Yeah, the wind's blowing in the right direction, so we don't notice that method of propulsion as bad as we could.
Fair enough.
You can see by that pumpkin that's swinging back and forth in the wind, dangling from Dead Kennedy's jar's butt.
That's a really tactical location there.
Yeah, it just happened, you know. I didn't do that on purpose in any
just
way.
happened.
Liar.
Let's just go with that story, yeah.
Oh dear, this is right. I think we need more video before we start talking more about farts.
Yeah, exactly, right? You know.
Yeah.
Hey, Park
Coming
can
up
be ghosted.
episode of Fresh Prince here.
Oh my god, it's Ghost Dog.
Yeah.
What?
The dog's looking at the freaking clock going, 4 o'clock.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Then,
I didn't
seemingly
see
after
anything.
Veronica starts paying more attention to the bizarre incidents and telling friends about them, things get a bit more intense. Her 2 young sons start waking up terrified and screaming every night at around 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
Yeah.
Children.
That's what we needed to see.
Forward anything you want.
And things get even weirder.
That kid is an apparition. That's not a person opening the door.
Digital aberration.
If there's not a person there, but the camera could pick it up, that bloke should have shit himself. If there's not a person there, who's
Twice
that
they
other
catch
person
some
looking
odd
at?
apparition that seems to appear near the door whenever someone arrives or leaves the apartment. It's almost as if the spirit just doesn't want someone new there. One night, Shane, Veronica, and another friend decide to conduct their own informal sort of seance.
I bet they
doesn't
do.
go well.
Do you need help? Are you stuck here?
Get away, man.
Show me your boobies.
Get away.
Pause.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
I missed
Blue?
that.
Yep. So, 2 things. One, why are we trusting a YouTuber who's probably somewhat skilled in video making for video apparitions caught on video? So yeah, I am gonna call the whole fake thing on that ghost apparition. 2, seances are completely bullshit. You're not gonna do a thing. If you like, I've been on before. Like none of anybody who actually has any credit doing any of that stuff does a seance. It's the most laughable thing in the world. It's awful.
It's bollocks.
It is. It's completely bollocks. Yes.
It's like I did a Ouija board on my own. Doesn't work.
Oh, dude. They didn't even go through it's not even that a medium would help, but it would at least give them credibility and that they're at least honestly trying to do something.
Yeah.
It's just completely bullcrap. 100%. It's insane.
Holding their own
Sorry
type
about
of
stopping
seance.
Sorry about stopping. I just get triggered when people try to do seance and crystals and Ouija boards and all this other spiritual stuff.
Oh,
I'm just wondering if that's one of Nathan Oakley's sex toys in the bottom right corner of the picture.
No, too small for him.
Oh, that's funny.
How would they touch your sides, man?
Yeah,
Now,
now we'll be looking-
imagine that sex toy is haunted.
Oh.
This is
Well, there was-
another horror story.
There was that film, wasn't there, that was supposed to be a true story, called Entity, about that woman who moved into a house and got repeatedly raped by...
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
remember that?
I do. She didn't leave, though, did she?
No, she did leave, and apparently it followed her, but only from time to time does it visit her.
When it's feeling horny.
Basically, yeah. It could be asked to get a bus. I don't know. Don't know how far away she moved. It might have to fucking fly. Do ghosts get on planes? I don't fucking know.
That kind of reminds me of that horror movie where you get, the ghost following you, trying to kill you if you have sex with the guy or the girl that actually was following it before. Let me see if I can look up the name.
Oof.
Now, there's a murderous ghost after the person you will have sex with, and if you have sex with that person, it will start following you. So it's a sexual transmitted ghost, I guess.
Are you checking your Pornhub for this account?
Hey, this is RedTube, right? Oh wait, YouTube. Okay, I'll call that.
I got a different take on the the apparitions. Well, to go through it in order. So first of all, the dog, they said it looked at something and the arrow was on the wall behind the dog, so that dog's able to see behind itself somehow. I don't know. Kids getting up at 3 a.m. Yeah, no 2-year-old has ever woken up at 3 a.m. every night. It's just nonsense. But the apparitions, whilst Blue Earth thing, you said fake. It might be, but it looks like a repeated recording on a tape. So it's
Yep.
yeah, it's like
Virtual validation, man.
repeated exposure on. If you re-record the same tape, it sort of bleeds from one recording to the next, which is why the people are always near the door, because that's what is being recorded. People going through doors and stuff. Obviously, it doesn't show up in the background because it's the same every time. So it might be that. It depends on how it's recorded, which is, of course, information that's not provided. Probably because it makes the story less mysterious.
Yes, exactly. Ragical. Oh, sorry, Monkey. Ragical's got a buzz in here.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to say
exactly
it's the movie It Follows from 2014. So it was a movie.
That would not figure, right? And Aimee, you're up, honey.
Yes, I've got some good comments here. Ugly German Truth says the kid just remembers when Lord Voldemort tried to Avada Kedavra him. Dutch Reddick says the ghost of double exposure. Ah! And then Errant Massa says, I don't think boobs helps much in a seance. And then No Name says, isn't a haunted sex toy technically a fetish?
Oh, right on. Hey, Monkey, you're up there. We had to cut you off. Sorry, buddy. Oh, is he there?
Oh, no, I was just saying, am I here?
Yeah.
Yes, you're here.
Can you hear me?
Well, you didn't clear.
Yeah, what's happening there? That's exactly what I thought about, when you get that kind of ghost image on a camera, because you also get it on televisions, don't you? If you, say, play the same games and stuff for a long time, you get those kind of...
Yeah, burnout.
Screen burn.
Do you know what I mean?
On the old CRT screens, yeah, you could get screen burn where an image is burned into the screen. Yeah.
I have screen burn on the telly in my pub.
Oh, bummer.
I have ear burn listening to this bollocks.
It always happens when you do sports too much, right?
Video.
My screen burn is the Radio 2 logo. It's quite funny.
Oh,
of course. Yeah, they used to add a rule that they needed animated logos, right? Or change the location.
Yeah.
After they figured out it would screen burn.
But
that's right.
No,
yeah,
they don't.
Remember that.
They're asses. That's what screensavers were for, really, to prevent that on old monitors, because you wouldn't need it very often.
Yep.
Yep. Very much so. Very much so.
Absolutely. You don't need them on LCDs or LEDs.
You sure did on plasmas. Holy.
The earlier versions, though. The TFT versions that were really ghost. I mean, I remember playing Grand Theft Auto 2. You know, the top-down one. It was like warp speed because the screen couldn't keep up.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Right on. Well, should we play a little more of the ghost hunting?
Yep.
Yeah, why
more
not?
sex stories.
We have to.
More sex.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Are you in the boys' room? Shut up.
That's not annoying.
I'm not even moving it.
This door's stopped.
Get the fuck out of here.
As Shane asks if the ghost is now in the boys' room, the children immediately start crying their eyes out. But then, when they rush to the door, something is preventing them from opening it. They have to break down the door to get inside to the crying boys. You can check out more of Veronica's story and videos over on her YouTube channel, Veronica Shannon. Unwelcome guests. On the Russian ghost hunting channel Nerve Paranormal,
why did we not see any footage of them breaking down the door?
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Because it didn't really happen.
Yeah.
Why are you complaining about it?
Exactly.
It was a
They're not gonna break
completely
their door
destroyed
down.
door. It was just fragments and sawdust left over. It wasn't just like a completely normal door.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait,
And
it was a completely normal door.
It looked like they'd unscrewed the top hinge.
Yeah, I mean, and the person that was standing there that looked like they were trying to open the door in basically a still image was as ghostly as the person who supposedly wasn't there opening the door for the other person before the last pause. So, I mean, you know, cake, eat it too. What? It's just a little too. It's all the same.
Yeah. It's just bollocks. Ghosts don't exist.
But it looked like we were about to get to the next story, so that might, you know, prove something better here coming
Crack
up.
on.
Better than this one.
Maybe we should give the next one a shot here.
Okay, okay. Here we go.
Is there...
Guess. On the Russian ghost hunting channel Nerve Paranormal, two guys named Dennis and Tim do paranormal investigations of abandoned and allegedly haunted houses. In this episode, they return to the Akason Manor, a house where they had previously experienced some minor paranormal activity. The guys are using a spirit box, an instrument that supposedly converts electromagnetic activity into spoken words, and they seem to get some very specific responses.
What? Blue.
I know what this is. This spirit box. This is a very controversial piece in ghost hunting and everything like that, and it's mostly accepted that it's just completely fake. What you do is you put the words in before you put in a vocabulary into the box before you take it anywhere, and it's basically like a self-fulfilling prophecy where you have the words that you want the ghost to say, and it just so happens to say those words every single time. It's completely shit.
Oh, very tricky, very tricky.
That's what a ghost box is. And it looked like I wanted to see it, and it looks like the same thing that I'm talking about. There's a spirit box, which is literally just a radio that goes from channel to channel to channel to channel to channel, and then there's the ghost box, which is what that was. And those things are completely fake, like just completely made up, fake.
It's just pranks,
basically.
Wow, very cool. Very cool to know. Awesome. This is good. This is good. So I'm very excited to see where this goes now. Let's let it roll a bit more. This is going to be real entertainment now.
Don't you mean where it ghosts?
Oh, God.
Again,
I'm
trying to find that kick button.
Oh, I found this button. There we go, Ragical.
Or where it goats. Someone said that in the chat, but I can't remember who.
Let's go. Как будто бы здесь. Да, я здесь. Ты можешь с нами поговорить?
Да, я
Зачем?
Мы хотим узнать, кто ты. Я слышал. Ты здесь? Ответь нам, кто ты?
Pause.
Oh, what did he say?
In a country like this, right, these people probably do this to make people abandon houses so they can have them.
Great, man.
Good idea.
It is a fancy mansion.
Monkeys can't get a mortgage.
It would be
And you
worth
gotta-
looking into, you know. You could just Google these guys up. You know, it wouldn't be hard to find out some information, little business in the background that just happens to be real estate. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be hilarious. Aimee needs in. Aimee, how's it going?
Yes, I've got some good comments here too. These are funny. Bruce Woodford says something preventing them opening the door. It's called dramatic tension for the viewer. Ash Scott asks, why do Russian ghost hunters dress like gang members? And then Toady UK says, oh, the classic spirit box for you YouTubers to get responses. These boxes randomize words. There is no science behind it at all. It randomly says things. It's an audio version of pareidolia. Jay Sherman says it used to be called a speaking spell, LOL. And Sable Eagle says maybe ghosts used to exist, but over the last 2 decades they've seen flourishes of neo-Nazis and reality TV and anti-vaxxers, and they've all decided that fuck that shit, I ain't going back there. And then Toady UK says, now if it had said his name in Russian, that would be more interesting. This is 2 guys getting scared in an old house. And then Ash Scott says, well, not fake. They do randomly produce words from the inbuilt dictionary, but that dictionary only has 2,000 words, and they are all words you'd expect a ghost to say.
That's good.
I like it. Perfect timing. Perfect timing, right on. Well, speaking of good laughs, should we dive in and see what this ghost box has programmed inside of it?
Before we do that, can I give them some credit on their ghost hunting?
Yeah.
Taking digital pictures, that is very acceptable, and that is something not many people do enough of, which is take enough pictures.
Right.
When you go on a ghost hunt, you want to be constantly taking digital pictures, and that's what they're doing. So that's good.
Okay, right on. That's good to know. Yeah, we got somebody that's actually experienced, so this is good, right? Go monkey.
I just want to know where you maybe look on the internet and buy one of those boxes.
Oh yeah, it's
cool.
There's a phone number.
Freak everyone out. I'll freak me mum out. The lot.
Well, there's a phone number, monkey. 1-800-BULSHIT. So
just need batteries in them, and they'll just talk.
I have to interject. It's in my nature to say I do believe the official term is horseshit.
Yeah, maybe where you live, but around here it's bullshit.
Around here it's bullshit.
I say bollocks.
Yeah. You know what this ghost box is reminding me of? It's that fish on the wall, and you walk by and it starts singing at you. That's kind of what it is.
Always sings the right song for your mood.
Imagine having one of those back in the Middle Ages. People would freak out.
Yeah, no doubt. A spooky bog.
They'd shit a brick.
Well, you could guarantee that you're being burned as the next witch. It would depend on the age. Holy. Well, let's see where these guys go. I want to see this. Come on, let's keep going here. This is funny.
Absolutely.
Strange movement can be heard on the stairs, but there's no one there. And then, as they continue to explore the manor, things get even weirder. In an earlier investigation, the Nerve Paranormal guys had found a collection of odd child-sized chairs scattered around the house. But now, the chairs aren't so scattered.
You mean the other person came and moved them?
Absolutely.
На стуле так не стояли? Нет. Они в разнобой были. Шум, наверное, такой.
That's what the children.
Just fucking YouTubers.
Right. Let's be honestly serious here. If the chairs were all messed about, and you knew for 100% sure that you didn't have a friend who was fucking about with you, and they were moving the chairs in an old, dark, run-down house, you are not going to fucking stand there and keep taking photos, because if there are ghosts, they're going to throw the chairs at you. But more than likely, it's some crazy fucking Russian bloke who's going to kill you and use your organs to make fucking vodka. Not fucking stand there, would you? Or am I the unsensible person here?
There isn't ghosts.
So
I lived in a pub my pub that I ran was called the Mason's Arms on Upper Berkeley Street. If you Google it, its history was where people had their final meal before they were taken down a tunnel to Marble Arch and hung. And everyone said it was haunted. And I was in that pub, down that cellar, 1 a.m. I don't believe in that shit, so I didn't hear nothing or feel anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if that would have moved something, that would have been a poltergeist, and that definitely didn't happen.
Wasn't looking it. Rusty Walker in the chat says, you can't make vodka out of organs. Well, I'm sorry, but you haven't seen what Yuri Alexei does when making vodka. Yes, you can.
You need limbs for that. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a V8 powered blender just to get the meat ingredients ready for the mash. When he goes in, the chairs weren't in that position before. Is that not just the most classic thing that could have possibly been said there? Let's turn to Ragical here.
So I've been looking at the SCP Foundations list, and I think this is SCP-3311, the moving chairs. I mean, what the hell? It's just a video game they're playing.
I mean, it would be spooky if they'd been in that room, came back 5 minutes later and they all moved. But they're visiting the house months after they visited it before. Who else has been in there?
I missed that.
The chairs moved.
The same night.
Yeah,
They
it
said
was
on the previous visit.
It would have been spookier if you just turn around and see the chairs moved.
That would be.
That's...
Again,
Yeah.
you pick up the fucking door.
Yeah, you can't be surprised that some junkies broke in and had themselves a little party. I mean,
What do you expect? They saw chairs. They wanted to sit down, so they gathered them in a circle. That's exactly what happened.
I can just see it. Hey man, look at these chairs. If you put them like this, it looks like a little child circle, and it's gonna be spooky, man.
Yeah.
There's a scene
Aimee...
in. Oh, sorry, on you.
Oh, sorry, guys. Aimee needs in here.
Thank you. I have no name says I'm still waiting for a millennial ghost to ask me for my Wi-Fi password. And Sable Eagle says that sounded like the box is going to tell them that technologies were compatible and that together they could upgrade the Warsaw Pact. Scott says it's true. If you look at the onboard dictionary, there's like 20 different words for murdered. And Tony UK says the Shills eBay ghost boxes go for about £75 on eBay. And Sable Eagle says you wouldn't need the spirit box to freak people out in the Middle Ages. My digital camera, 2 sets of rechargeable batteries, and the solar charger, and they'd be afraid you were collecting souls. Aaron Master says, for Jutmonk, I want a spirit box too. I'd want one with the unabridged exhaustive OED plus its equivalent in a couple dozen languages and a soundboard including doom and meme sounds.
That's a good one.
Yeah, definitely.
Wicked.
Those boxes and stuff, but I bet if they would have walked into that room and saw Ivan was here spray painted on the wall, they would have thought it was a ghost.
Now, I'll take this really seriously if I can watch it being spray painted by nothing. That would be a good one. That would be awesome. Ragical.
I mean, if I was a ghost, right, I would just collect all kinds of Dell sounds and just start playing those in the middle of the night with spooky echo effects. Or maybe the trollolol sound.
Have himself a Galaxy S10 with soundboard just floating around pissing people off.
Just making people lose their mind. Like, where is that coming from? What's that song?
Oh, no, I really wind up. I get some photoreactive paint or something like that. Paint it on the walls, but react with the flashes, and just stop taking pictures. Get out. When they first it's not there, they take the second or third, and it starts to appear. That would make you fucking shit yourself. You're like, okay, it's time to go.
Yeah, you better hope I'm not the one who's gonna be haunting you.
Do you guys remember Eddie Murphy's delirious stand-up comedy routine? And he starts going on about haunted houses, and he goes, "I don't understand you white folk at all. You know, you move into a house and get out, and you know, people inhabiting TVs and stuff, but y'all stay and fight. I mean, if it was a black family, you'd be walking in going, oh yeah, I love this new place. We can put the TV over there. We can put the couch here. Get out. Too bad we can't stay, baby. Let's get out of here." You know?
It's one of the Poltergeist scary movie rip-off piss take ones, and they literally do, and it is a black family that go in, and it's ghosts, blood and water, and it's like, nope, and they just get in the car and drive the fuck off, and then the white family come up and spend the movie in the house.
It's totally true. It's hilarious. I love that. It's funny. I guess those are older jokes now, but I don't give a rat's ass. Okay.
They still work.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, let's turn to speaking of jokes and old. Let's see where these guys go in our little video production we have here for everyone's entertainment, and let's see what they do next. I'm expecting they'll get scared because somebody's nose trips.
By the way, I got my room.
Ouch. Did you see that? Pause.
Why are you still
Oh my goodness.
Again, why are we trusting YouTubers on this?
I'm convinced now.
Because why not? Funny.
Oh, I'm convinced I'm being lied to. Ragical, you're up, man.
Yeah, they didn't look like...
You know what the biggest problem is with that fancy special effect they did? They didn't flinch, they didn't scream, and they also didn't step back. So there's no human reaction here. It's just, oh, keep it on there so we can film it. Mm-hmm. There's no normal reaction, because if that happens, and you see it, you would scream or jump back. There would be something going on.
But trust me, I know a thing or two about being ran off of a thing, and yeah, if you see that, you're running. You're absolutely running.
The camera's all over the place. Sure. But this was like perfectly in frame, and look at the special effect. They were too proud.
And the way that the chairs moved, every one of them had their chair back, tipped backwards, and then dragged backwards. They weren't being pulled at all. Like, no. There was nothing there doing it. Barman. Oh, hello? Barman.
The place we used to live, we used to have a am I muted? No, I'm not muted. Can you not hear me?
You're good.
You're roboting it.
We can hear you, you plum.
Hello. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. So, we used to have a place in North Wales, a little old motel, and only built in the 70s and everything like that. And it's the sort of place downstairs, big windows, and all of us, the whole family, anyone who come over, it's not the sort of room you want to be in the dark. It's the sort of room where you get that funny feeling, the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. You're like, nope, fucking leave here, get to somewhere where there's light, get upstairs, just nope. And I'll say, if the chair fucking moved and I fucking saw it and there was no one there, after shitting myself and running out of the fucking door, I would not be going back in there, and I would not stand there with the camera going, oh, isn't that fucking interesting? No, I'd be screaming running down the road, and I don't even believe in fucking ghosts. I would still be shitting myself.
Exactly. Yeah, it's ridiculous. They don't even try acting. They're just like, hey, did the effect work? It's painful.
Well, you know what they say. If you move the camera too much, there's too much motion tracking going on, and those 3D models they're trying to move around has to, to lose some effect there.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Right on. Well, here, let's let it run and see what their reaction is here for a minute or two, and then we can go back to that. That was amazing.
Activity. The Nerve Paranormal guys are determined to continue their investigation, but it seems that something definitely doesn't want them there.
Кого казнили? Тебя? Я не ухожу, я здесь.
And then things get a bit more intense.
What, more intense than the chairs?
Надо уходить, блин.
No shit.
Вырубаем. Давай, давай, давай.
No.
Run away!
They decide to abandon their investigation and make a quick exit. But that's not as easy as it might seem.
Can you pause it?
Yeah, Ragical.
I mean, I have a question here. I mean, it's a fancy camera he has there, but why isn't he walking around with a 360-degree camera system with 4K resolution recording? You know, then you can basically put it on your helmet and you can record everything around you, so you don't miss anything.
Because
Good idea.
all the money on special effects.
Yeah, it would require a heavier PC for that.
Yeah. Oh no, now we need to get ourselves Xeon processors. Aimee, you're up.
Thank you. I've got some really good comments here again. We've got No Name says, put Alexa in a haunted house and see what happens, LOL. Mr. Victory says, I want a ghost hunter say one time, be very, very quiet. I am hunting ghosts. 9 o'clock hero says they'd have to... Not funny. And then they have to got away with it if it weren't for those pesky kids. Yeah, I know. Fake ghost videos were infinitely more entertaining and creative than the conspiracy theory videos that replaced them. Toady UK says, oh my god, just saw a ghost.
Yeah.
This ghostly word in a box just appeared on my screen. This is no joke. It was transparent and hovered over chat and it said stuck out tongue, winking eye, scary stuff.
Right,
Robocop,
calm
I
down.
buy that
That's
for
just a
$1.
caption.
Yeah. And Sable Eagle says vodka's made from root vegetables like Daniel Pratt. Christ Puncher says I see a ghost every time I look in the mirror without a shirt on. And then and Jay Sherman says walk backwards into the haunted room. Every slasher flick made ever.
Totally.
Yeah, it says Toady UK says it's okay. I solved the ghost mystery. Calm down, dear. It seems that if someone posts an emoji that when it appears under my pointer, it puts a box up.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's really good. Right on. Right on. Well,
Getting some awesome comments tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We should let's watch their hasty retreat here and see where this goes. This is really funny.
Не бежишь куда? Давай туда.
All they found in the morning was the camera. No bodies were ever discovered.
Dennis and Tim manage to climb to another room and make their escape through an upstairs window. But in the end, what do you think?
Bollocks.
I think it's bullshit.
Go on, monkey.
Well, yeah, well, you know, I mean, make its fucking mind up. 1 minute they're saying something clearly doesn't want them there, and then it doesn't want them to leave. It wants them to sit down and have a coffee, I don't know, but it's like 1 minute it doesn't want them there, and then it wants them to stay because it shuts all the doors. Which one is it, you fucking plum? It's absolute bollocks, isn't it? You know?
Well, this
it's a
is
fucking
that's for
YouTube
sure.
video at the end of the day.
Yeah,
I mean,
this
so
one,
many
just,
people are making videos now, and like, yeah, all this shit is just getting better, but it's still shit.
Yeah, that one was, hey, Ragical, you're up, buddy.
My inner game designer is walking around with them. I mean, I saw the triggers that basically the ghost was triggered, that they had to go to a door, then they had to go to a waypoint upstairs, and they encountered some ghostly stuff that they can't move on. So basically, the game engine right now is pushing them towards a certain path, so they will encounter more ghostly ghouls. That's how I would program it.
Yeah, well done, man. That's totally it, right? I love it. Well, shall we let it go a little?
Sure.
All right.
Did Russian ghost hunters Nerve Paranormal experience an amazing and downright terrifying encounter with a poltergeist? Or was it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Polish ghost. At a U.S. Army post in Poland, the soldiers monitoring the base security camera had seen an odd figure appear on their cameras multiple nights in a row. But whenever they went to investigate, there was no one there. One night, a soldier on duty manages to capture the strange apparition on CCTV.
And the ghost is back. And it fits. Holy f***. And the ghost is back. And it fits. Holy f***.
As previously mentioned, this was not the first time this bizarre image of a disappearing man was witnessed.
Pause. Yeah.
That's just shit camera footage. It just looks like it's like, it's probably a soldier who's got camouflage on for one thing. You know what I mean? So he's meant to blend into his surroundings, and it's just shit footage, and it's just caught him, and he's faded out. Simple as that.
You see,
my question.
Sorry. All right, this is how you're supposed to react. If you see a ghost or something, if you see something move, you react with exactly how this soldier reacted, because this guy just saw something that he doesn't know what he just saw. That's how you're supposed to react, not just stare blankly and decide to take a photo and walk off.
Mm-hmm.
True, he believes it's a ghost, but it isn't.
Yeah, my question is, what's the American being in charge of the CCTV on a Polish military base? I mean, I guess America would have a military base or two in Poland, the ex-Warsaw Pact country and things, but yeah. No, maybe. I don't know, but...
Training with them.
At that point, he could be, but then why would he be in the CCTV office?
Very, very true, because he's shit at everything else.
See if the chat makes anything up about it.
Also,
Poland is now in NATO. That is true, ugly German truce. Poland is now in NATO.
But didn't he say that when he was... Because he obviously is not in charge of it all the time... The one time that he was given the opportunity to film this thing, he filmed it.
Well, technically, it's the CCTV. He shouldn't be filming it all the time, because they said at the start, yes, they keep seeing this on CCTV. Well, surely there should be shitloads of recordings, because it's going to be recording. It's not just going to be live watching.
Yeah,
what's the point
exactly.
in that? More than...
Hey, Ragical's got something here.
Yeah, I'm just I actually forgot what I wanted to say.
Oh, Ragical.
I was doing something in the background as well. Oh, hey. I was laughing at your jokes, man. Oh, wait, I remember. It was actually a comment by Dutch Heretic. Dutch Heretic says poldergeist. That's only in the Netherlands.
Oh, that's funny. I think Aimee needs in too here.
Yes, please. Aniseto says, the Shills, my favorite ghost shows are the ones where the ghosts always speak English, no matter where in the world they are. Unirape says, I'm not buying it if they're all walking out of the haunted place with dry pants. Sorry, not sorry. And then Mr. Victory asks, what would happen if a Flurf did a ghost show? Would they say, do your own research?
I think they
The
do.
Sable Eagle says, I think so. It specifically wanted them to climb through that window. The window is the gateway between two different world simulations. They have to climb back in through the window and leave via the door. Ugly German Truth says, why would they find American ghosts in Poland? Well, it might be World War II ghosts. That could mean that almost any European nationality. And then Sable Eagle comes up with a good joke. He says, what goes oob and disappears into walls? A ghost stuck in reverse.
That's funny. Right on. When Rusty Walker just threw in, evil spirits always find their level. I like it.
I was waiting for the first flat Earth reference.
Yeah, there had to be, right? Joseph Grant had a good one too. Come on, ghosts, zombies, vampires, flat Earth, all delusions. Pretty much.
Oh yeah. I've got a very quick one. Dark Knight's Apologetics, can someone please say something to me? Sorry, mate, I haven't even seen you in the chat today. I keep getting distracted because Dark Knight Apologetics is awesome.
I love that guy, man. He always leaves wicked comments.
He also says, sorry, Dark Knight. Sometimes the chat goes and I just don't catch them all. He says, yay, people see me. I'm not just a figment of the world's imagination. So sorry about that.
He also has a running gag with me, by the way. He's always asking, how many knights are in the chat today? That's true right now.
Oh, that's funny. Right on. So, shall we check out a bit more of this? Let it run a bit?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Cue it up there, buddy.
What do you think? Is this just a repeating glitch in the security camera? Or something paranormal?
Nope.
Meanwhile, on TikTok. These next TikTok videos were sent in to me by viewers so many times that I feel like I should at least feature them and let you guys tell me what you think. First off, TikTok user Tangerines claims that she caught...
Is that a pause?
No, that was just bollocks, mate. Sorry.
Oh,
but
sorry.
I will, while it's paused, TikTok, the thing that encourages even more quick views than fucking YouTube when you've got the very few seconds to get people's fucking attention. Yes, there's not going to be anything fucking fake on there, is there? Because why would you do that?
No, never.
It's all fucking nonsense.
I might have to shout out someone.
Oh, do it.
Please.
Ragical is in the chat.
Brilliant. Now, make some noise.
Someone give the poor dear a hug. She's scared.
Moo!
Right.
What she just said.
Meh. That's right. Yeah.
She doesn't want to waste enough time and more time on those bloody sillies I handled. So, you know.
Ragical, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Have you ever ridden Ragical?
Yeah, twice.
Twice?
Careful now.
Yeah.
Can I ride her?
Well, why not?
Thanks. I mean, she is coming over for a debunk after all.
She's really fast though, so you have to hold on.
Okay. What two? Ears? Has she got little horns?
Yeah, she has, I think.
Tail?
Her tail. No, then you ride it backwards.
Too funny. Too funny. Well, shall we let it play?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
I don't know what TikTok is, but go on.
Saw something strange in the background of one of her TikTok videos.
Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one.
On the upstairs balcony, this.
Trendsetter, I got style for you.
And in another alleged TikTok ghost sighting, user Jillian McHale posted this video of herself lip-syncing and dancing to a song.
What a waste of electricity it was recording this.
The video received multiple comments, which basically all said, who's that standing in the background?
My friend.
It's a reflection.
No doubt, it's a mirror on the door. Are you kidding me? Oh.
Jillian says that she has no idea who or what the figure might be. But what do you think about these videos? Are these real ghosts caught on TikTok or not? You decide.
I'll just have one thing to say about this. TikTok, get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, what is this even?
It's definitely a waste of electricity wherever they share these videos. Oh,
What are they doing?
TikTok is cancer. That's really all you need to know.
No, the thing is, I saw those people jumping out of their car and doing the dance. That was kind of funny because they fell over and the car ran away. But what's this? This is boring. There's nothing happening.
Yeah. And you know that you know the little shadow effect that goes along. See the image that's on the screen there, you know, in the upstairs. To me, although I didn't look, it looked like, you know, the blade of the reflection or the shadow from the blade of the ceiling fan turning around slow. Like, I mean, it just didn't look like anything. I would have to see it again close, but at you know, from what I saw, it was just a blur, and that could be so many different things.
So I just went back and looked at it, and the ceiling fan does not actually move when the shadow goes around.
Okay, yeah, I'd forgotten to look, but when I saw it, it took me a second to think of that, right? And I wasn't seeing it. But, I mean, it's also a situation where you would have to see the whole room to see if there's anything that is capable of putting that there. You can't just judge it by some video like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What it could be, though, can I give my explanation? What that could be?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's a cat. I think it's a cat walking across, because if you pause it, it looks like you can see the top of a small animal walking across the ledge, and I think it's a light coming from the bottom that's putting that shadow up on the wall. That could very easily be a cat walking across.
Yeah, good call. Good call. Hey, Tatty, can you bring that up and run it away again for a second?
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Just the shadow at the end.
Yeah.
Give me 2
Up in that little, you know.
It actually makes more sense than what I was gonna say. Bad camera, low frame rate, low shutter speed, something blurry in the background, right?
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could be a cat. That's a better explanation there, maybe.
There we go.
Let's see here.
Try for this.
Has no idea who or what the figure might be. But what do you think about these?
Just messed up.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah.
So if it was to be a cat, you'd have to determine that there's a light source at the bottom, putting the shadow there, and see if you can see the top of it. I thought I saw the top of it.
Where the hell's it gone? It's disappeared. The ghost story.
You can go back a little further than her. It was before her. There you go.
Yeah, it was earlier in the video. So,
yeah, here we go.
You see it there?
Yeah, you can see the end of the figure there. So the end of the figure is on the screen, paused right there, because it's just a regular shadow a little bit past that. And if that's a regular shadow,
can you put it on 0.25 speed?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I wish I could have the original video. Sorry, you're seeing my my inner ghost hunter come out right here.
Yeah,
no, it's good. Cool. It's good.
This is what I love to do. But so we have a regular shadow here.
It's not getting better though.
No.
Yeah, let's mute it. Let's mute it. We don't. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, don't need that.
No. All right, but we have a regular shadow, and then
at some point.
Yep, at some point it'll come across. There it is, right there. Yeah, so now we can see the shadow right there in the screen. I feel like if you were to zoom in with a couple pixels, you can probably get the couple pixels of a back, but it does look like there is a light that's at least producing one shadow on the wall at that exact angle. So you presume that anything walking across would also produce the same shadow at the same angle.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I'm getting out of it. That's a shadow of a small animal walking across that ledge.
I think it's But I'm just noticing that her right leg is below the table, but still in light. So she's got a lighting rig or something to the left of camera.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah,
behind.
you got a good point there. She has a camera light behind the counter there.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's going on. She's half lit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the top end of something.
That's probably a light bulb. So
Well,
we solved it.
The light on the fan is not on. So that means that this room has to be lit by somehow, which is lit by her rack, which is below the ledge, which means that any shadow of anything on the ledge would be portrayed up. The angle would be going up.
Yeah.
So that would have to be something. That would have to be something on the ledge that we can probably not see due to a bad camera, or it just being really small and being right past our point of view.
You can see the lighting rig in the reflection of the television in the background.
You're right. You can see it. Yeah.
Good show.
Good catch.
Yeah. Nice. All right.
So we don't have to call the Ghostbusters?
Yeah, no. Dan Aykroyd and the boys can take the night off.
Wait a minute. No. It's obviously a ghost. We're getting Dan Aykroyd. We're getting the gang back together. And it's obviously a ghost.
I agree. We need to get him in.
Yeah, and if anybody on this panel calls one of the people from the new movie, well, I'm not opening the door. I will only open to the real Ghostbusters. It's not happening.
There we go.
So I wonder, should we? I think there was one last one to play, wasn't there?
Yes. I think there's one more.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right.
Oh, hold on. Change the settings back to actually play it.
Oh yeah, right. And we got it muted. Yeah, we got it muted too.
Ghost of Coombe Abbey Hotel. In the 12th century, the historic Coombe Abbey served as one of the largest monasteries in Warwickshire for nearly 400 years. It is said that the ghosts of many of the monks still haunt the grounds. Later, in 1677, Coombe Abbey became the home of several generations of the Craven family, who lived in the house for over 250 years. It is said that while living in the house, the Craven family had notoriously bad luck. Many of the family members and their children passed away at a young age. The ghosts of some members of the Craven family are said to haunt the creepy old mansion. The YouTube channel Shadow Warriors decided to investigate the legendary haunted hotel. But the two self-proclaimed psychic mediums witnessed even more supernatural activity than they expected. It was all caught on tape.
Yeah. So the REM meter's going off. I need to check it. Do that again, please. Oh my god, this is creepy. What was that?
Sounded like it was coming from there, that corner.
I can hear laughing, but I feel it's a female.
Yeah, it's us who are laughing.
Let's have a look what it was.
Absolutely.
Oh boy.
There's wires here and a candle upside down.
Not even that much, mate.
Oh, no.
Oh my god. I have no idea.
Vertical video.
The bizarre noises that the Shadow Warriors caught were strange enough. But creepiest of all was something they caught on camera by accident while randomly filming the outer walls of Coombe Abbey.
Can they get better cameras?
Don't.
I swear, if they call those little packs of dust ghosts.
The Shadow Warriors team says that no one had access to the area of the building where the woman appears at the time they were filming. So, what do you think?
Can you stop it?
Could this be a ghost?
Can you stop it? Because I saw an artifact that's really obvious here.
Yeah.
It's a repetitive animation. So they have overlaid something. It's doing the same animation constantly. It's really easy to see.
Can pull that back.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's play it back there. Bring it up full there, Tatty. This would be a perfect
Just doing
time.
the one arm forward and one arm backwards. One arm forward, one arm backwards. It's a repetitive loop.
It felt weird.
Oh, awesome.
The Shadow Warriors team says that no one had access to the area of the building where the woman appears
See what I mean?
at the time they were filming.
Yeah.
Catch it again?
Oh,
Wow, good eye.
I do animation
Great
as well,
eye
so this is really easy to spot. I mean, it's annoying to see. what's
Yeah.
what. Also, I just have one question. If you are going to a mansion to record ghosts, don't you want to have the best equipment on hand? What are you doing with a bloody phone cam?
I know. Holy. I mean, wouldn't you make an effort?
Get like a Sony A7 III. I mean, holy hell. What the hell are you doing?
You make me feel bad because whenever my buddies and I go ghost hunting, we end up using phone cameras.
Well, which ones? Because there are fairly decent, but you know, they are not good in the dark, and you are in the dark.
Oh yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
I know. We only use them with flashlights out, but we have like one DSLR that any of us can actually afford, and we'll basically just use phone cameras. But mostly we rely on audio. So everything is just recording. So
Right.
we
Yeah,
don't
fair enough.
rely on video and pictures that much.
I mean, an
Right.
entry-level DSLR is good enough already. I mean, that's
yeah.
way above phone cameras already. So
Yeah.
By the time I got my actual good cameras and stuff, we haven't been in about a year and a half. So
Oh, I bet you can't wait.
Helmut Koch, what was that? A P1000? No, that's a paperweight.
Yeah, no. Oh, Mamie's been waiting. We better get her in here.
Thank you. Unirage says TikTok is an app for annoying kids. LOL. Janie says, wow, 400 years ago, young babies die like happened everywhere else. And then Bruce Wilford says, oh, for fuck's sake. Can these people come up with names not taken from the Underworld series of movies? Yeah, Janie says, give me South Park's episode about ghost hunters. Way funnier. And Aniseto says, everything falls out of the camera frame. How convenient. And then Toady says, badly educated psychics call shadow warriors, and here they see someone in a window looking at them. And Dark Knight Apologetic says it's an extra dimensional trick-or-treater wanting candy. And then Ugly German Truth says, how would they know if nobody, quote unquote, had access? And that's a good question.
they said that as if there's any such thing as a well-educated psychic.
That's a good
Exactly.
one. Right on. Hey, barman.
Oh, it's more about what Janie said. She's going, like 16th century, lots of kids dying. Yes, the time before vaccines and fucking medicine, children died. Couldn't, if there's any anti-vaxxers ever watching this, can you bear that in fucking mind, please? That kids used to die a fucking lot before vaccines. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, man, that's good. Right on. Ragical.
I just saw No Name do another comment. Why would they zoom out? That's a good question. You have it in frame and then you zoom out. What, is the animation too obvious?
Nice.
Well, exactly. Toady said, Toady UK said it's a loop for sure. If you look at the chimney to far right of the house, you see a bird that flies up and down the right of the chimney many times. So he saw it too. So.
Okay. So it's okay. Yeah. So I guess it's maybe someone playing with a doll or something, some kind of mannequin, and then they just play it backwards and forwards. Oh, that's just terrible. Why do they do that? That's so easy to spot.
Oh, I like it. The video's almost done. Shall we let it run and see how it goes?
Oh, go on, man.
All right.
So, what do you think? Could this be a ghost caught on camera? Or is it just a curious lady who wandered off into a restricted area for a better look at the ghost hunters? Let me know what you think down in the comments. And check out the Shadow Warriors channel for their full investigation of Kumbabby.
Oh, I don't think
Thanks for watching. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, send it to me at nukestop5@gmail.com. Also follow me on Twitter at nukestop5.
Guys, I think I'm going to have to bow out. I'm not feeling too well, guys.
Oh, okay. Here, well, that
I'm
video's
sorry.
done anyway, so. Oh, yeah, man, I hope you take care of yourself. Then,
Yeah,
you know?
no worries.
Better soon.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Bad cheese.
Take care, mate.
All right, take care.
Take it easy, man.
Thank you.
yourself, Mr. S.
Bye bye.
Well,
See you later.
I hope, I hope he gets some rest and stuff and feels better. That's always a bummer for sure. I know he'll get some well wishes from the viewers there too. So, everybody, okay? Ghost hunting. Let's hear it. Who wants in? Who wants to talk about it here? And what we just saw and stuff. I don't know where to. I don't even know where to begin, man. That was
painful, man.
Right. The people who made the top 5 video, just no. You are useless. You've wasted everyone's time. Please make a top 5 video on why you're so fucking stupid and have one of those. For all the people who made these videos and think you're fooling anyone, you're not. And just
motherfuckers. What?
Even Kiri thinks you're stupid. She's not even fucking here. For Christ's sake. At least do we believe in ghosts? No.
No. Okay. Who else wants to get in on this? Who else?
There are honest ghost hunters, and then there are the ones that we saw in this video. And if you wanted to make a top 5 list on supposed evidence for ghosts and whatnot, it would be the most boring list you'd ever put out, because it'd be nothing but little tiny things that would eventually be debunked in the first place. It would be completely boring. So you can't do it. You just can't do a top 5 or any top videos of top evidence, because all you're going to get is dishonest people manipulating evidence, manipulating photos, and lying to you to your face.
It feels really familiar, by the way.
It really bugs me because I enjoy this thing as a hobby, and I don't like it when people are lying and when people are making stuff up. The whole point is to debunk everything you get and just get an adrenaline rush at one point. It's not to actually find anything.
Yeah, there you go, right? That makes total sense too. And this is just, charlatan crap, right? And, so that, that belittles anything when people do that. Of course it does, Ragical, you want to turn in here, man?
Well, I just found a new avenue because I am completely done with flirts, and I found something similarly annoying and stupid. Like there's kind of a really similar thing about it, but people who are looking for ghosts and just want to have some fun trying to look for it, and then you have these people who just do video editing and think they're clever.
Yeah.
It's really funny to see as well, because I have an eye for that kind of stuff. So maybe I will get some people of I'm gonna get some ghosts in the dungeon.
Yeah, cool. Right on. I think it's a great idea. I mean, you made a great spot on that chick in the window and the whole repetitive nature or the repetitive loop there. So that was great. Right on. Absolutely.
Can I something off too, real quick?
Yeah.
I got this with me real quick. I'll put it up to the microphone. That is what an actual spirit box is supposed to sound like. Something that you would actually use to try to hear voices. All it is, this is the only kind of technology that I would ever trust. It's literally just a radio that skips. There's no manipulation. There's no digital, really anything. No computer. It's just static noise. And what you just heard there is obviously radio stations, which is why you'd have to take the antenna down or up depending on where you are and eliminate all radio stations. You'd have to sit here and listen to it for about 10 minutes and note every channel you hear a thing on. And then when you hear stuff that are not on those channels, you can possibly get something out of it. And that's just what it sounds like.
Cool.
Yep. So that's how you
awesome. That's too cool because we get to hear it real. That's amazing. Right on.
Yeah, we got an expert on the panel, so that's of course always good.
You do. I like I said, this is a hobby of mine. I enjoy doing it. I used to be in a club for it. It's fantastic. And back when we used to get the people who used to believe in spirit science and all that, like those people would join the club and they'd get like a crystal out and try to have the ghost move the crystal, and just me and my buddy James were just looking at him like, you freaking idiot. We used to have people who legitimately thought they were witches in the group.
Wow.
Like, I legitimately thought they were witches and did pagan stuff, and we would just look, and me and my buddy would just look at them and just, you guys, oh my god.
Wow. That's insane. Holy.
I could tell you some stories and everything like that, and I've got so many recordings of us getting scared. I got a recording of us getting scared by an owl. I got recordings of us thinking, one of my buddies thought he saw something, and it just scared the crap out of everybody. But yeah, we got some great recordings.
Oh, cool, man. Right on. Hey, 1 minute debunk. You want to get in on this here, man?
Sure. So, what did we see? Some people with a baby monitor they didn't understand. A couple of Russians with a pretty good story. That was actually, I think, the best one. Polish guy with some CCTV he didn't understand. Some nonsense on TikTok. And 2 people who managed to prove, or fake, that there are people in a hotel. Is that the best? Is that the top 5 ghost evidence? Most hotels have people in them. That's not impressive. It's not anything.
It is amazing that this got a top 5 label because wow, right? I mean, holy, that was.
Hey, Dick, I'm guessing they don't understand the word top, and it's just a list.
It's just 5. Here's 5 things. Yeah. The Russian one was the best one because it had the best script.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're right there,
I could see a video game being built around that because it kind of had that vibe, like virtual reality. Pretty good.
It's got the kind of amnesia sort of vibe where you don't really see the bad guy. It's just
it's a great short film, is what it is.
Yeah, I like the chairs. That was a good antagonist. The chair monster.
How creative is that? You make a child's chair be your antagonist. Like,
I agree. I agree for sure. And it worked,
imagine if he'd been hit by that child's chair. He could have been mildly wounded. It's terrifying.
Look at the special, man. What are you on about? Well, not me, because I'm
scares the living jeebus out of me. But yeah,
if they throw water at me, I would be scared. But
water, oh my goodness!
Bring it on.
Hope your armor doesn't rust.
How about you, Monkey? What do you got for a wrap up here on what we saw, buddy? Is he there?
I think he's dropped out for a bit.
Is he muted again?
Yeah, he might not be there. He's still not back, so you know.
Are you muted?
Probably passed out in the fucking tree. Yeah. Hey, how about you, Barman? You want to take it, buddy?
Oh, I had my go before with all the sound effects on how stupid they all are, but I can say how stupid they are for Monkey. I'll try and do a monkey rant. You fucking stupid fucking plums, you're fucking anus dribble licking morons. There's no fucking go. You fuck spannering wankers.
Oh, poor guy, Barman.
Oh, he's gonna shit. He's gonna kill you when he hears that.
He's laughing now while he's reenacting the scene from Ghostbusters with the ghost in the bed.
Oh, I think he's unmuted. Are you there, Monkey?
I'm here.
Oh, there it goes.
What have I missed?
Oh, Barman just tried to do you.
We were saying really nice things about you, about your banana and your tree.
I'll be watching it back, don't you worry.
Well, oh, crap, that's the thing, right? Well, Barman's going to be in trouble. Maybe me as well.
Yeah, Barman's getting it. He tried to be the monkey, and well, you judge for yourself. But what's your take on ghost hunting there, Monkey?
Oh, ghost hunting?
Yeah, well, not in general, but the ghost hunting we saw, these guys.
What? Just now?
Yeah.
Well, I was dropped out because I did say to Tatty I had to drop out. So
oh, okay. Oh, I misread that message. I get it.
Everybody and offered me a share in the company.
I see. Okay, yeah, I caught you off guard then. I didn't realize. Okay.
But I tell you what I think about ghost hunting. Well, it's a waste of time, innit? Because you're not going to find anything. May as well go unicorn hunting. Fucking dinosaur hunting. You're not gonna find them. At least dinosaurs were fucking real.
Yeah, you could find the fossils, but not even the real bones anymore.
Hypothetically, you could go dinosaur fossil hunting, couldn't you? Well, not hypothetically. You could fucking go dinosaur fossil hunting. What the fucking? I don't know.
I was going to say dinosaur fossil humping there.
Well, I'd probably hump a fossil if it looked all right.
Like it's enough bones.
I'm a monkey, man. I'd have a go on anything. Even me mum's game.
We better turn to Ragical for a second here and clear the air.
Yeah. Well, I have to jump out really quick now because I'm gonna run my own live stream. Interactive premiere, whatever you want to call it. So that's about in. I push it down 5 minutes. So mind if I leave a link in the chat?
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're wrapping up right now, and then everybody knows to head over to yours. So perfect.
I was just going to say, that's where I'll be heading after here.
Yeah, for sure.
Tomorrow.
There's gonna be all kinds of Easter eggs in there as well, and you're gonna see the new costume by Ragical. So
that's right. I can't wait.
I'm there.
Oh, absolutely. Got to watch that one.
Yeah. Yeah, so Aimee, you wrap up. Did we already do that? You need in, don't you?
Yeah, let me see what I've got here. I had a good one. It was about orbs. The comment was, it said, if I can find it. If I can't, that's okay too. But it was funny. It was about orbs and farting and so. No, but I think all those videos were just all doctored bollocks. I don't believe in ghosts. No. When I was younger, I worked in an antique store, and it was in an old house that was like well over 200 years old, and things would crash and bang in there, but it was old, so things fell off. The window would blow and make the curtains blow, so it looks like somebody's behind it, but that's the only thing that you would ever... that's the only thing I've ever seen. I've never seen anything ever. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I like Blue Earth Thing's way of going into it because he's debunking the people and the situations. I think that's the way to do it for sure.
Absolutely.
A ghost hunting crew cannot call itself legitimate unless it actually has skeptics and people whose only job there is to debunk every single thing that they come across.
Exactly. Makes sense to me, man. You got to have that balance for sure. So, Tatty, thoughts and wrap-ups here, buddy?
Well, thoughts, well, I can officially reveal my thoughts when I saw this video. Because I knew you was going to love that, man. That was just one load of absolute bullshit, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh, no, yeah, it's going for cool. But no, man. I hope you enjoyed our wee ghosty Halloween. I have to say,
by the way.
Oh, in that case, I said worship. Honest. I have to point out that Bogle is Old Scots for a spirit or a ghost. So a Tattie-Bogle is technically a potato ghost. And I'm just here to tell you that ghosts have bullshit, man. Don't believe in it.
Oh, that's good. Right on. Little education for everybody there. Now you understand where he's coming from. So I think, does anybody else need a last word? I think we're pretty much done, eh?
I guess so.
All right.
Yes, just want to thank everyone for coming.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks to our guests for joining us on a cool Halloween. Thanks to everybody watching for joining us on a cool Halloween. And remember, if you're ghost hunting and you don't have a skeptic on the team, all you're doing is wishful thinking. That's it, man. Yeah. So I think on that note, it's happy Halloween, everybody. We're out of here. Let's say goodnight. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Kick it, Tatty.